What's up, everyone? Welcome to the show, the most important event of the week for sure, of the month, most likely, maybe even of the year. Nvidia earning reports are coming, and they should already be out. Let's see. Ooh, well, I guess a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it looks like disappointment here. I have no idea. I haven't seen the earnings, but reaction after market is down, and I don't know what the news is. 7%. We're gonna see what happens, but I don't know if the earnings were good or not. But the market is not reacting well. And of course, Nvidia, now the whole market depends on Nvidia, the AI bubble. The only thing that can really maintain this market at these valuation level, but here it's moving up now. The market first went down. We're going to see if we can find, but the expected move for Nvidia was something like 9%. So this is sort of within range of what we could expect. Now, of course, it's on the downside, not on the upside. But let's have a look here quickly at what the talking heads are saying about this report. Let's go here.
Sanity for you. One thing we know about price controls, they always cause shortages because in a free market, people won't produce for less than nothing. You just can't do it. So price controls. Now, the way she thinks she's going to...
The growth is going to slow down going forward. And, you know, I think there's other places that where investors can look in the market outside of just these Mag 7 type stocks. And you want to look for a broadening of the rally to areas that, you know, we're not talking about every day, that 75 analysts aren't covering, and that the Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg and CNBC aren't reporting stories about newly minted millionaires because of Nvidia stock. There's going to be a new crop of stocks going forward, and that's where you want to look at as an investor.
Well, yeah, it's certainly something we've been looking at here at Overtime specifically. I want to get back to Seema Modi. She's got more details from this Nvidia report. Seema.
Q3 revenue guidance, Morgan, is being looked at here at $32.5 billion. That is higher than Wall Street estimate of $31.7 billion. And if we were just to break out the data center revenue for the quarter, $26.3 billion, that is above Street expectation of 25.2, but as we know, the bar was high going into this report, the emphasis being on the size of the beat and the raise. The conference call does begin at 5 p.m. Eastern. I would also just point again to that $50 billion buyback. Shares are down 5% in Overtime. John and Morgan.
All right, Seema, thanks. Pat Moorhead, stocks now down 5%. It was down as much as 8 or 9. Of course, the story changes rapidly, and you can't count on anything directionally, certainly before the earnings call. Blackwell mentioned a couple times here in the release, but nothing necessarily about volume delivery, right?
That's exactly right. And, you know, data centers up 150, just not good enough. Investors could be reacting to what came out in the CFO note, which talked about Blackwell having a mask set change. I'm reading this right now, and they expect to begin shipping in the fourth quarter and continue into fiscal.
What's a mask set change?
Yeah, a mask set is essentially a metal change that goes in. You have to actually change the design and go into the foundry to increase yields. And anytime yield is discussed, John, it sets off panic. And that's exactly what I'm reading here. Even if it's, you know, I think on the call they have to talk about kind of a shift. Could this mean? It'd be great for them to say no change. All of our customers are gonna fill this.
And we can see now. Yeah, it's moving back up. We're just at minus 2%. We went down up to something minus 8%. So maybe everything is not so bad. It's a earning report that was a beat apparently, but pretty much in line with the expectations. And you know, of course, the market wants to see, you know, incredible numbers, but you know, maybe it's more like in line with what everybody was expecting, and so the disappointment is not to be you know, amazed by something that the market didn't expect on the positive side. But yeah, honestly, the move is not happening. But let's see what happens after the earnings call, because maybe then there could be some movement if nothing really in this report was something that was really unexpected.
800 million higher than the street was at for the coming quarter. All of that's in the positive direction, but you know, the market kind of got there, and I think it's almost going to be to investors not to have to feel like you're chasing this incredibly fast-moving story. This company added 100 billion in annual revenue, like over the course of 2 years. It added like a target over 2 years. It was impossible to keep up with that pace. So we'll see where it settles out, you know, from here. It's not a crazy.
Oh, no, that's not the one.
Well, I believe in you. Make it happen.
You're unstoppable.
Alone. So it's not exactly something that's going to soak up a ton of supply.
To that point, there is a lot of money in Nvidia stock moving in overtime right now. This is a $3 trillion market cap stock. It was down 8-9% at one point, higher, lower now. It's down about 3% in overtime, but the call is still to come.
You know, nothing was really out of the ordinary here. We see a movement down a little bit here after market, but nothing really that big. Let's have a look quickly here at the S&P map. And, you know, today was really a day that was just muted. You know, everybody was waiting for this earning report from Nvidia. And it doesn't seem to be that bad, you know, and compared to the expected move, you know, we're really in range. And you know, the only thing I guess is we're below now this this trend line here at 121, but maybe that changes at the earnings report. Let's have a quick look here at what the people on YouTube are saying. Let's look at this one here. Let's see, Mid Kevin, what he has to say.
For some investors, people really like to see margin growth.
This guy is very good with numbers.
Here, this is the first. I think this is probably one of the first like downs you've seen on margin, but it's okay. Like you would expect that. That's totally reasonable. Honestly, the fact that graphics are going up again is kind of cool. So I really like that. I mean, I love the Nvidia chips. I'm, you know, running a 4680 right here. Is that what it's called? 40, is it no, 4680 is the battery. What, I don't know why I even said that. That's the Tesla battery. What are these called? 4960. What the hell? What do I have? Hold on. Device manager, display adapters, 4090. That's what it is. 4090. Goodness gracious. Too many numbers in this world. Good Lord. Yeah, I'm running a...
You know, if the guy is making jokes like this, it means that, you know, his money is not at stake. There's nothing bad that really happened in that report. And I think that's pretty much it. And, you know, if this is not bad, then it means one thing, right? It means that it's good. And unless we see some catastrophic move now, after the earnings call, everything should be in line. And you know, the market that was a little bit scared really going into this might find, you know, a new move to the upside. You know, even though like this setup here looks like total distribution here, we've hit the top. Even the moving averages are starting to curl down, and it looked like this wants to move down. Well, it could be, you know, sort of a bear trap here, but you know, if the earnings are good, then I don't think that there's anything from now until the announcement of the rate cut in September that's going to stop the market. And we could very well make new highs, but then we'll have to see on September when the Fed decides onto the rate cut. The size of the rate cut is going to matter. If it's 25, then perhaps everything is smooth sailing and we'll have a soft landing. If it's a 50, the market is going to start to doubt the narrative and have some doubt. And if it's more than a 50, if they're going 75 or, you know, 100, then it means it's catastrophic. And this was just the top of the bubble. And so we'll see. And, you know, now the market expects a 25 cut in September. And that's probably what they're going to do. Even if they're going to be behind the curve, they're just going to cut 25 because they don't want to panic everyone just a couple of months before the election. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you don't mind. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.
Hit me with that like and sub to the channel. Hit me with that like and click the effing bell. Click that bit, alright. The algo recommends. For sure you gon' like. The algo knows you well. Hit me with that like. Subscribe to the channel. Hit me with that like and click the effing bell.